What is up? What is up? What is up, my PML family? You are here for another episode of Gold Rush, your favorite PML series following the San Francisco 49ers. And we're going to jump into some of the contract stuff, some of the training stuff right off the bat. You know how we do every week. You got to handle the training, got to handle the contracts, make sure that you're keeping your team the way you want it. You're building it to be exactly what you envision for the future. So we try to sign Kaiser White. We're gonna roll with Kaiser White, um, Fred Warner, and then also Dre Greenlaw moving forward. Dre Greenlaw and Fred Warner are both superstar linebackers. Kaiser White is the only weak link there, but we're gonna have him be that other linebacker until we either hit on the draft or maybe somebody becomes available in free agency. We're not gonna spend a lot of money on that other linebacker position like we would in other positions. So that's gonna be that for the linebacker position. We tried to sign him, but unfortunately, he wants more money. This week we're going up against the Detroit Lions, who are having a tough season thus far. I believe he's 3-4 in a really strong division. Don't know what he finished last year, but I know he did make it to the Super Bowl. So it's definitely a tough go of it so far for him this season. And as you can see, he's going to throw an interception right away. If you want turnovers, this game is the game for you. It is turnover city. Especially for the 49ers, and also the Detroit Lions also contributed to that turnover battle. As you can see, we're feeding Ty Chandler as we usually do. He gets to the outside, and he is going to be tackled after a decent gain. And right there, we didn't have to do that. 1st and 10, we take a shot, and it's immediately picked off. Didn't really have to do that in the red zone, but we wanted to test out Mike Williams' superstar ability, the red zone threat, and see if he can win that one-on-one battle. But unfortunately, he does not there. Maybe we should have thrown that to the outside, and we would have had a better chance. But it is what it is. We're going to have to make a stop on defense. The one positive note about this team thus far has been the defense. The defense has been really well. The only thing that's been terrible on this team is the offense, and that's solely on me as a user. Got to be better offensively, specifically throwing the ball. And as you can see, we're going to user pick that. Tavarius Moore comes across the field, follows that crosser. We saw that route all the way, and we're going to make a user pick there. And then we're going to have Ty Chandler try to get this offense going. But the Detroit Lions run defense is performing pretty well right now. But we get a little space here, and we're able to get close to the first down. Yeah, for the most part, when it comes to our games, we've been struggling in the red zone heavily. Before these last two games have been a little different. We've been throwing a lot of interceptions over the middle of the field. Maybe moving to the outside is more of what we should do, like we were previous to this point of the season. The first couple of weeks, that's how we were playing. And even though we didn't get a lot of red zone touchdowns, we did have a lot of red zone opportunities doing that. So we go back to that and then work on our red zone. Maybe that helps. As you can see, we just had a pick 6 there when we were on the 25. So another turnover on the opposing side of the field as we, march down the field with our offense, and then throw a interception or have some type of turnover. We're gonna hit David Njoku on the out route. He's somebody that's up at the end of the season. Don't know if I'm gonna bring him back. Might test our luck in free agency and in the draft for a second tight end, because we got George Kittle, so we don't really need a tight end. Maybe George Kittle is somebody that we start targeting in the red zone. Sorry, today, Junior. But tight end will be addressed in the draft or addressed in free agency. As you can see, on the 4th and 2, we tried a little screen, but he reads that perfectly with the user lineman, and he takes that away. So he gets the ball back. It's still 7-0, so we're still in this game. The defense is performing really well, and a nice little dot there by Matthew Stafford on the corner route. And Matthew Stafford has had a decent season. He hasn't had the best season. Definitely sharing time with Taysom Hill is not helping. He uses Taysom Hill in that gadget role clearly. And as you can see, he's going to try to run on 3rd and inches. We're going to stop him there, but he goes for it on 4th down. And he's going to find a lot of running room, and he's going to take it all the way down inside the 15. So he's in the red zone now, trying to go up 14-0. We read that pretty well. We know Cookieboy, he loves to run those sweeps, especially in the red zone. That's one of his go-to plays in the red zone. He makes a nice spin there, but he stopped at the 1 for us. And on 1st and goal, he tries to run to the outside. We stuff him there. He tries to run to the left. He's going to find a little bit of space, but we get there, but he falls forward for the touchdown, making it 14-0. So we're already behind the 8 ball, 14-0. There's one of the few completed passes that I had that didn't end up in Detroit Lions' hands, as we follow it up with a crossing route that goes right into the Detroit Lions' hands. And he has the ball back, 14-0. He's going to try to add more points, being up already by 2. He's going to bring it into our side of the field with under 3 minutes left, getting close to the 2-minute warning. He's going to run a couple of times. We're going to stuff him. It leads to a field goal here, and he's going to hit the upright on the left-hand side. So that's big for us, keeping the score only 2 scores of a lead for the Detroit Lions. So we're not in a dire need for a touchdown, but we would like to score before the end of half, as we hit a little screen and then we hit a little sweep. Unfortunately, the trickery or the gadget plays aren't really working out for us. We probably should have went to X there, but we try to hit Mike Williams over the top of X, and he reads that perfectly. He's going to take it all the way into the end zone, making it 21-0. So we're behind the 8 ball before the half, down 3 scores. And our offense is being stymied thus far. The story, like every week, we're going to hit John V. Johnson on a nice little streak route there. And then we're going to run a little play action, hit John V. Johnson again. He's getting open downfield as he takes it within the 30. We're on the 25. We're going to look for George Kittle in the end zone. He tries to pick that off, but it doesn't work for him as we get into the end zone. So it's only a 2-score game heading into second half. He's going to try to, get 3 more points and make it a 3-score game. But we're playing pretty good defense thus far. He's going to try to go over the middle, and Fred Warner is going to pick that off. But unfortunately, he doesn't have the speed to take that all the way into the end zone. So it's just an interception to end half. Nothing really big there. Maybe give us a little bit of momentum. We go into second half. We're trying to establish the run game a little bit. Hopefully open up our offense a little bit. But he's playing it really well. A nice little hit stick there, and Ty Chandler fumbles on that play. I don't know if that's his first or second fumble thus far this season. It might be his first. He's been pretty good when it comes to protecting the ball. So that's been good for him. And he's also performing well in the season. He's got over 5 yards a carry. Hasn't received a dev story, which is really surprising. Maybe it's just because how many dev traits, how many dev traits we have thus far on the 49ers. I mean, it's a superstar and superstar heavy team. We have that one superstar X Factor in George Kittle, and then we got 2 superstar linebackers. We got a superstar X Factor defensive end in Nick Bosa. We got a superstar defensive tackle / defensive end and Eric Armstead. We got a ton on the defensive side of the ball. On the offensive side of the ball, we just have Mike Williams and George Kittle. As you can see, we're pretty much throwing it up at this point. There was no need to throw that. It was 3rd and 10, so it's treated like a long punt in that situation. But there really was no reason to throw that. And he's going to start handing off to DeAndre Swift with the game pretty much not in hand, but a solid lead with under 15 minutes to go in the game. As you can see, we're in the 3rd quarter with under 4 minutes, and when Dante Pettis is going to get a nice little running lane, but unfortunately we get a blocking in the back by Tavarius Moore, so that's going to set us back. We're going to hit David Njoku on the flat route. He's not going to get much yardage on that play specifically. I remember doing the highlights, and there was somebody wide open that I could have went to. Maybe it's just a little too much of me focusing on one part of the field, looking for something, and when that's not open, we go to a flat. Maybe we should try to widen our vision moving forward. As you can see, DeAndre Swift's going to get to the outside, making it 31-7. So this game is getting out of hand quickly. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to hit Deebo Samuel. He's going to catch that, break a tackle, but unfortunately, it's a swarm of Lions in front of him, so he's not going to get something there. And then we're going to hit a little under route to John Vay Johnson. He's going to reach for the first down, so it's 31-7. We're trying to get the offense going, but at this point, we're already mentally, I would say mentally unstable, or I'm not quite sure what the word is for it, but we're not confident in our offense, and we're not confident in what we're doing. As you can see, we throw another interception there, and then we get another interception by Tavarius Moore. Hopefully he could take it all the way into the end zone, but it looks like he's going to get cut down inside the 25 or inside the 30. We ended up on the 21, so inside the 25. Really need a defensive touchdown, because obviously we can't get into the end zone with our offense. As you could see, the first play from scrimmage, actually the second play, we throw an interception. So the ball's back with the Detroit Lions after a good interception by Tavarius Moore and a good return. So the offense has been absolutely terrible thus far, and the defense is really hurting just because of how bad that offense has been. As you can see, he's going to hit a little screen to DeAndre Swift. He's going to get to the outside, but we're able to stop him there on 3rd and 15, so force him to punt. In this situation, we're down 4 scores now. Yeah, so we're down 31-7, so we're down 24 points. So we're down 4 scores pretty much. Unless we go for 2 every time, then we're in it. So maybe it's just 3 scores. As you can see, we're going to throw an interception. It really doesn't matter how many scores we're down, because we can't score, period. And you know, his safety is going to take that all the way into the end zone, making it 38-7. So now we're definitely down more by 3+ scores. And you know, this game's pretty much over at this point. 38-7 with under 7 minutes left. I don't see us coming back. It's very hard to come back, especially against a user like Cookieboy. And we're just trying to get some confidence in the offense at this point. We're not looking for the win. We're just trying to get some confidence in the passing game, confidence in the offense, and we really don't find none. As you can see, sacks is there, and then we try to run a little screen. That's bottled up. The offense has just been really terrible, and he gets hit as he throws. Jimmy Garoppolo gets hit as he throws, and that leads to another interception. So it shouldn't been nothing but interceptions. So it's been 9. I believe we had 9 interceptions in this game, and that's back-to-back weeks with 9 interceptions. Don't know what's going on, or what we're doing offensively that's causing this, but we got to figure it out quickly if we want to have a chance at the NFC West. And right now, I mean, we do have a chance, because the Cardinals keep losing and the Seahawks keep losing. So we still have a chance at winning the NFC West, but we have the tougher part of our schedule moving forward. So it's not looking too good for us. You know, it's not looking too good for us moving forward, because the easy part of the schedule was the beginning, and seeing that coming out, I believe we came out 3-5 or 3-6. This was week 9, so it's like 3-5 or 4-5 or 3-6. That's not a good record, especially when you know you got the easier part of the schedule. Now it's going all uphill from here. It's going to be an uphill battle moving forward, and yeah, that's pretty much the story. We take the loss there. I believe it was 42-7 or 41-7. So a big loss there. As you can see, 11 takeaways for the Detroit Lions, 9 of them being interceptions and 2 fumbles. And we're going to take a look at the stats a little bit. Take a look at the receiving, the rushing stats. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. I'm disappointed in our team completely, disappointed in my offense, disappointed in how I'm playing offensively. And it's been the same story for me. If you go back and watch the other series, it's been the same story for me. The defense seems to be solid, but the offense continues to be an issue, and it's something we're going to have to fix sooner rather than later. Hopefully we could fix it after our bye week, which is week 10. Hopefully we fix it against the Titans, but it's going to be another tough matchup for us. But that's pretty much going to do it for this video. If you like it, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I am Is Nefarious, and I am out of here.